أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Surely those who have relied on our signs and stood arrogant against them, the gate of heaven shall not be opened for them, and they shall not enter the paradise unless a camel enters into the eye of a needle. And this is how he recompenses the sinners. Commentary. Mentioned first in the 7th verse cited above, 537, is a pledge taken from every human being in the world of spirits before being born into the material world. The pledge envisaged that they would, when the prophets of Allah come to them with divine guidance and instruction, listen to the earnest and act accordingly. We are also told that those who abide by the pledge and fulfill what it entails will have their salvation from sorrows and deserve eternal peace. And conversely, those who where was I? Sorry. Rely prophet or rebel against the injunctions they bring shall have the eternal punishment of Jahannam waiting for them. This later set of verses represents what actually happened when different groups of human beings came into the world and started acting differently. Some of them threw the pledge behind their backs and battled to oppose it. Others held to it and acted righteously. The ultimate end of the two groups and their reward and punishment for them has been described in the later 4 verses. Mentioned in verse 40 and 41 are deniers and criminals, and in verse 42 and 43 the believers and God-fearing who fulfilled the pledge. In the first verse 40 it was said that those who belied the prophets of Allah and acted arrogantly against divine guidance and Aayah, for them gates of heaven will not be open. Reported in Al-Bahr al-Muhit is the Tafsir of this verse from Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas, which said that the gates of heaven will be open either for them nor for their prayers. It means that their prayer will not be answered and the deeds will be stopped from reaching the place where the deeds of the righteous servants of Allah are kept preserved, the name of which according to the Quran is in Surah Al-Mudaffireen 83:18-21. This subject has been referred to in another verse of the Quran where it said, one's good words are taken to Allah and one's good deed carries them, meaning that man's good deeds become the cause of good words reaching Allah Ta'ala. In a narration from Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas and other Sahaba, the Tafsir of the verse also says that the gates of heaven will be not opened for the spirits of deniers and disbelievers, and these spirits will be thrown down. This subject is supported by a hadith of Sayyidina Bara ibn Aziz, which has been reported in detail by Abu Dawood, Nasa'i, Ibn Majah, and Imam Ahmad, a summary of which is given below. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to a janazah of some sorry companion. The grave was not ready yet, so he sat down on an open spot. The companion sat around him silent. He raised his head and said, when the time of death comes, for a believing servant of Allah, angels with white radiant faces come from heaven with the shroud and fragrance of heaven and sit down in front of the person to die. Then comes the angel of death, Israel, and he Israel alayhi salam, and he addresses his ruh, spirit, soul, also at peace, come out to receive forgiveness and treasure of your Rabb. Then his ruh comes out of the body instantly, just like water coming out of a leather water bag when open. Water bag. The angel of death receives his ruh in his hands. Death receives his ruh in his hands and trusts it with the angels sitting there. These angels start moving out with the ruh of this deceased. Wherever they meet a group of angels on their way, there are two sacred ruhs. These angels introduce the ruh of the deceased by his name and title, with which he was known as the mark of his respect in his life of the world. They tell him who he is, so and so, son of so and so. Then comes the time when these angels reach the first heaven with the roof. They ask for the gate to be opened. The gate is opened. More angels join them from here until they reach as far as the seventh heaven. At that time, Allah Ta'ala says, write down the record of the deeds of this servant of mine and the alien, and then send him back. The roof returns to the grave again. In the grave come angels who keep the account of your deeds. They make him sit up and ask him, who is your Rabb and what is your religion? He says, Allah Ta'ala is my Rabb and Islam is my religion. And then comes for this the question, this pious person who has been sent for you, who is he? He says, he is the Rasul of Allah Ta'ala. Then comes the heavenly call, my servant is true. Roll out for him the carpet of Jannah. Dress him up in the apparel of paradise. Open for him the door towards the Jannah. Through the door comes the fragrance and breeze of Jannah, and his good deed transformed to a handsome presence and comes near him to help him become familiar and rest in company.